First of all, I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. And a big shout out to all you Akim faithfully following this word. Ecclesiastes 12, straight in. Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun, and that's just to say, remember Yahweh before bad things happen, nor the years draw nigh. Well, like as you get older, you've seen it all before, you're not so hype. Even as you hit your 30s, you're not so crazy about going into clubs anymore, You just always remember Yahweh first, before those times come. Because it's easy when you're old and looking at death, facing death, the prospect of death, to turn to the Lord then. But the real, there is strong value, and Yahweh values it greatly for those people that remember Him when other people are partying and living it up and doing their YOLO thing. Verse 2. While the sun or the light of the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and strong men shall bow themselves, and grinders shall cease. This is what's happening now with the coronavirus grinding. The season of the grinding is the end of industry, the end of commerce, the end of the financial system. Because they are few. See, the grinders are going to cease because they are few, They've come, they're diminished. There's not that many people there. There's not that many factories there. This is what's happening. And those that look out of the windows be darkened. Those that look out the windows, the people that look out the windows are the watchmen. The people, not necessarily the spiritual watchmen, but the watchmen of the city, the guards, the people that try and forecast for the governments and the cities, people that look and try and perceive what's happening next. The forecasters, they're gloomy, man. That's what that means. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. That's another thing. In China, the world and the doors shut. They're shutting people in their homes. When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's when your sleep is so shallow that you're so worried when you're sleeping that even the voice, the tweet of a bird is going to make you jump out of bed. And the daughters of music shall be brought low. That's all the people that are singing, all the entertainment, all the celebrities basically, shall be brought low. They're going to be nothing. They're going to be ignored. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, high here, high exalted. So it's not like tall, but we're talking about holy, or not holy, but mighty, all powerful, like Yahweh, or not like Yahweh, as Yahweh is. And fears shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden. That's happening as well. There's plagues of locusts. The grasshopper is not quite the right. See, locusts. They should have put locusts should be a burden. And desire shall fail. People are not buying. People are not consuming. Because man goeth to his long home, and mourners go about in the streets. That's when people return to their homestead, to their base camp. When bad things happen, everybody's going to go to their fort. They're going to return back to the strongest house, the most long-standing house that they have, the strongest building or the strongest city or the strongest. Everybody's going to return back to their homes. And what about and fear shall be in the way. Again, the second part of verse 5, fear shall be in the way. That's just like when you want to try to do something, you're going to be too scared to do it. People are going to be too scared to do anything that they need to do. Verse 6. Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern. So the cistern's like the well, but basically it's like when all these things, all your treasures are busted, the pitcher, the thing to drink out, the water, the community, all the community tools, all the things that all the tools and the machinery that society used together will be broken. You go down to, I don't know what the people use communally. They might go down to try and, I don't know, use like a water fountain or something, broken. They might try and, take their stuff to the dump to throw their stuff away. The incinerator won't be working. These things that hold society together are slowly going to crumble. Then shall dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So remember that we're dust, and that's just as the Spirit leading me now, because I didn't really know what this is going to be, but the dust is that of which man is made, So that is to say that the dust of which you see, man hold dust, their bodies are made out of earth. That's, I think the meaning of Adama comes from earth, I think. But the dust of the body shall return to the earth. That's meaning there's going to be mass death. So because the Lord brought forth the earth to make man. And when they die, the dust will return to the earth. And the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So your spirit will fly out when you die. Vanity of vanity, saith the preacher, all is vanity. Vanity is another word for useless or of no profit, And moreover, because the preacher was wise, he still taught the people knowledge, yea, he gave good heed and sought out and set in order many proverbs. The preacher sought to find out acceptable words, and that which was written was upright, even words of truth. The words of the wise are as goads and nails fastened by the masters of assemblies. Goads, I don't think, I'm sure this is not the right word. Goads, I feel that goads are some kind of fixing, some kind of bracket that you can use to secure something, So it's basically saying the words of the wise are things that will set you straight and secure you. And there's nails fastened by the masters of assemblies. And further by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end, and much study is weariness of the flesh. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So, after all of this, when the bad times come, What is the conclusion? What can we learn from this? What is the moral of the story? I think they should use moral instead of conclusion. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. I can't put it any better myself. Let's see the notes. For God shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. All praises to the Most High. Shalom.